All right. Welcome, everyone. I hope that you guys are excited for tonight's class. Welcome to tonight's Oils and Romance webinar. If you want to just say hello, let us know where you're tuning in from in the chat. If you are watching the replay, put hashtag replay in the comments, or you can also answer along with all the questions and whatnot in the comments wherever it is that you are tuning into. All right, so here we are, Oils and Romance, or Winter Lovin', or we could call it Oils in the Bedroom, or Sex, Love, and Oils, right? For those of you who do not know me, my name is Amanda Dewald. I am tonight's host. I'm a wife and mama of 3 boys. They are currently 9, 7, and 2. I am a registered nurse, gone crunchy, homeschooling, work from home, oil slinging mama. That is pretty much me in a nutshell. I have a bachelor's degree in health sciences as well as in nursing. And I worked in the nursing field for 9 years before I decided to stay home with my littles full time. Health and wellness has always been important to me. And after I was introduced to the oils by Chelsea in 2014, it opened up like a whole new world of wellness for me. I have been a Young Living brand partner since 2014. Lavender was my gateway oil. It helped my 10-month-old at the time start sleeping through the night. And after that, I was hooked. I was like, I needed to share with every mama out there, and the rest is kind of history. So if you want to share with us in the chat what your gateway oil was, if you've been using oils for any amount of time, I would love to know, like, what was the oil that like roped you in? If you're brand new, then you can let us know that too in the comments. All right. So I would also love if you could put in the chat if you have ever used oils in the bedroom or oils for romance. Throw a 1 in the comments. If you haven't, that's all right. We're going to learn all about it tonight. I do want to say, like, disclaimer out there, we are going to be covering adult content. So we're going to be talking about adult topics. We're going to be talking about sex. We're going to be talking about male, female body parts. So if you have little ones, around you, maybe put some earbuds in or do whatever you have to do. That is my disclaimer. Also, I am not a doctor. I'm not here to diagnose, treat, prescribe, or cure anything, any medical ailments that you may have. Please make sure you consult your physician. All of the stuff that I'm sharing with you is stuff that I've learned through my own research or own personal experience. All right. So I do also want to say that most of this information is from the Lucy Libido book. So I have to give her credit. It's an amazing book. I wanted to have it here with me to show you, and I forgot to grab it. So apologies, but you can Google it. I think you can get it on Amazon. It's like $15, and it's a very quick read. I think I read it in like an hour or something like that. And it is so funny. So if this is like after tonight, after the stuff that we go over, if this is something that you are really like interested in and want to like explore more, I would highly, highly recommend getting the Lucy Libido book. And I'll actually put that in the chat so you guys can remember that. Also, Donna said Thieves was her gateway oil. Awesome. That's such a good one. All right. And additionally from the Lucy Libido, some of this was from Grow Workspace as well. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's dive right in and talk about some usage and safety, because we definitely need to worry about safety first, especially with this topic. I mean, all the time, right? Safety is important, but like especially with this topic, because when we're using oils in the bedroom, typically that means we're using the oils on sensitive areas of our body. And so we want to make sure that we are diluting. You want to make sure that you're always reading your labels. So if you have some oil, Christina said lemon and orange were her gateways. Oh, I just picked up orange. How crazy. Yes. So citrus oils are incredible. I have orange right here. I'm going to put some on. So if you have an oil next to you, go ahead and put some on. Put a little bit in your hands. Inhale it. I love putting like orange on my neck and my shoulders and my heart. I love rubbing it in my hair. Anyway, I grabbed the oil, not really to put it on, but we always just put oils on, right? Let's just douse ourselves. But I wanted to show you the label, right? So we always want to read the label. If you can see in here, it's tiny, so you probably can't see, but there's directions on your bottle. So the bottle that you have in your hand, if you have oils, you can see that they have directions and it will tell you whether or not the oil needs to be diluted. When we're diluting, we're using a carrier oil. So something like coconut oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil, like whatever, as a carrier oil to dilute it. Now remember, oils that you use undiluted on like other areas of your body may feel a little more sensitive in those sensitive parts. So I strongly encourage you to dilute pretty heavily when you're using oils in the bedroom. Also, if you happen to experience any type of discomfort or anything like that, do not use water. Do not use water. That's like our first response. Like if something feels like stingy or irritated, we're like, oh, I need to wash it off. Do not wash it off, okay? Because you won't wash it off. Oil and water don't mix, so you're just gonna make it worse. So grab that carrier oil and use that. Coconut oil also is really great for lube. So if you wanna just keep a bottle of coconut oil in your bedroom, then you always have carrier oil on hand, okay? Anytime you're using your oils in the bedroom, I strongly suggest that you keep a carrier oil on hand just in case. All right, I don't want to scare you away because oils can be wonderful in the bedroom. I just want to make sure that we're being smart and we're using common sense. Okay, we want to make sure that we're being smart and using common sense and using caution, right? You know your oils, you know your body, and you know how they react to you. I really wouldn't recommend using oils in the bedroom as your first experience for you or your husband. So if this is like your very first time using oils, I would say maybe get to know them a little, some other ways, and then graduate to the bedroom. Okay. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything in the safety here. I don't think so. Okay, moving on. We're going to discuss tonight using oils topically and aromatically. So you can be diffusing them. You can do a scent tent like we just did. We put the oil on our hands, we cupped it over our nose, and we inhale. You could make a spray. Do we have any DIYers in the room? If you are like a DIYer, put yes in the chat or put DIY in the chat. You can apply it directly to places like your hair. We got some DIYers. Yes. Your hair, your neck, your forearms, your chest, your lower abdomen, the inner thighs. That is like one of my favorite places to use for oils in the bedroom, and feet, etc. We're going to talk about some specific reflexology points, but those are like just some places that you could apply them directly to your body. You can also make creams, you can make lotions, you can make lubricants. I'm going to share a bunch on this webinar, but I'm also going to email you afterwards. So hopefully you registered so you get the email, a whole bunch of like DIY recipes for you to try in the bedroom. So again, please use caution when using oils in sensitive areas. Make sure that you always have a carrier oil on hand. Some useful reflexology points for bedroom activities include, so the female reproductive organs, and the reflexology point for that is the outer right ankle. So your right ankle, like on the outer side. And then the male reproductive organs is the outer left ankle. And then also, we don't want to forget the brain, right? So for male, female, doesn't matter, the brain, everybody. Sometimes our brain in situations dealing with the bedroom can be our worst enemy. We can have frigidity, we can have like body image issues, we can be nervous, like all those things can come in. But we do not want that in the bedroom, right? We want to leave that at the door. That has no place in our bedroom play, okay? So you're going to put oils on your thumbs and your big toes for the brain, okay? And we'll talk about different like experiences throughout the webinar, so you'll know which oils to put like on your thumbs and your big toes. But just remember that that's the reflexology point for the brain. All right, let's go ahead and start with libido. There is nothing worse than a romantic evening with your favorite human in the entire world, right? Let's set the scene. no kids. We got those ambient like candles that are like battery operated that like flicker, you know, so they look like real candles. We got our candles. You got like the works, right? You got the wine or whatever it is. I'm drinking love tea tonight. Let us know what you're drinking. Have you guys ever had love tea? It's super good. You got everything, right? It's this big scene. And then womp womp. One of you is not in the mood, right? It never fails. Like the kids are gone, you have the house to yourselves, like everything is perfect. There's rose petals on the bed, and then it's like somebody's not in the mood. Okay. This can be prevented. We do not want this to happen. You guys are asking what love tea is. It is a tea from Mountain Rose Herbs. So you can look it up. It's delicious. It's very floral and herby. So if you're not into floral, but it's super yummy. Okay. That was a little plug for the tea there. All right. Some things that can contribute to low libido can include birth control pills. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you you shouldn't be on birth control pills. I'm just saying that that is something that can contribute to it. So if that is an issue that you're having, maybe that's something you could look into. Other things include menopause, aging, stress and family problems, money problems, depression, anxiety, past traumas, sexual trauma, all of that kind of stuff can contribute to a low libido. These are all things to think about. And if this is a common problem for you, then maybe look at these categories and see if like any of these listed could be the cause. And then maybe you can go from there and work on that. All right, here are some of the oils that may help on the spot or used continuously for low libido. So basically to increase your libido. The first one being ylang ylang. Such a fun word to say. Historically, it has been used by sprinkling, so it's a flower, sprinkling the flowers on the bed of newlyweds on the night of their wedding because it is a natural aphrodisiac. It increases romance and happiness. It has calming effects, including it has been noted to decrease blood pressure in some people. So just a word of caution, if you happen to experience low blood pressure frequently, that may be an oil that you just need to use a little more caution with. Also, you can diffuse or you can apply it topically to the inner thighs. Again, that is like my favorite place. We're gonna pretty much all the oils we're gonna go over, you can go there, okay? It is a very floral scent. So if you are not into floral, then you can change the scent. You can alter the scent by adding different oils. So you can add your orange oil, and that would give it that like floral citrusy scent. Or you could add an oil like cypress, which will give you that more like earthy, woodsy scent. So typically like ylang ylang can be really floral for like men. You can add that the citrus or the woodsy scent to it. So again, that was orange or cypress. Both pair really well with ylang ylang. Another oil that's great for libido is Lady Scleriol. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I probably should find out. I feel like every time I teach this class, I say that. But yes, Lady Scleriol. So that is a female hormone balancing oil. So also if you have some hormones that may be out of whack, that's a great one to go with. It is great to use with a daily routine, and it contains oils that are known to decrease negative emotions, help boost your confidence, and help the person wearing it feel more peaceful and grounded. Many people also claim it helps to support menopause symptoms, and many like to wear it as a daily perfume. Don't mind my husband just, you know, walking in the background. He just got home from karate. All right. Another oil that's really good for libido is Joy. It is again another floral oil. So if you're not into, if you're like, oh my gosh, Amanda, I don't like floral scents, and you're all the oils that you're talking about are floral, I will say a lot of the oils for the bedroom are floral, but we do have a bunch that are not in the men's section. So when we get to that, you can certainly use those oils. We talk about them for men, but they can work interchangeably for men or women. All right, so back to joy oil. The oils in joy stimulate the brain's senses for love and affection. And I don't know if you guys know this, but apparently joy oil was originally named love, which is really cool. I didn't know that for a very long time. So I don't know why it changed, but it originally was going to be named love, and now we have joy. Joy has a very high frequency, and it is great for pulling emotions up. So again, like oils all have frequencies, we all have frequencies. Using the oils that have higher frequencies are going to help to raise that for you, which is always a good thing, especially when we're in the bedroom. We want to be high functioning, right? So if you are feeling blue, this is a really great one to use. I love to put it on my heart chakra and always inhale. Anytime you're using oils for emotions, especially, you always want to make sure you're inhaling your oil. So rub it right on your heart chakra and then cup your hand over your nose and take that big breath in of joy. You can also add in affirmations, would be really good to use with that too. It is also a great for occasional sadness and loved by mothers who may be dealing with the baby blues. You can diffuse this oil to set the mood, or again, you can apply it to your inner thighs or abdomen. So I'm giving you some options of where you can put these, but again, you can really put them wherever you desire, but these are just some like good ones to help with libido and getting in the mood. It is not often that we hear, before I get to that, if you are not fond of the smell of joy, it does pair well with orange and clary sage. So again, there's that like citrus that you can add to it, or that earthy tone. So citrus or orange or clary sage. It's not often that we hear someone say that they have too high of a libido, at least us women, right? But if that's you or a friend, wink, wink, take a few sniffs of marjoram. So if you're like, my libido's too high, I need something to kind of tone it down, marjoram can do that for you. If not, avoid marjoram like the plague. Just kidding, you don't really have to do that. But all right, let's go ahead and chat about setting the mood. Let the romance settle in well before the bedroom with these tips. You can pencil in sexy time. I know that sounds like that sounds so awful and it makes us feel like old and everything. I get it, but pencil it in. Make time. Your relationships are important. Your sex life is important. So if you have to, pencil it into your schedule. And then if you're like, well, like that doesn't help with libido if I'm penciling it into my schedule, here are some things that you can help to increase your libido along with the oils that we just talked about throughout the day when you have it penciled in your schedule. You can put on some sexy panties. You can go buy some matching underwear and bras, right? It doesn't have to only be for like when we're 18, right? We can at any age have like cute, sexy matching bra and panties, right? Let's do that. Let's put it on. Let's feel good. You can send your significant other flirty texts throughout the day. And again, like I said, use your oils. Your oils are going to be your best friend. Okay, oils. So let's get to it. Oils to, I don't have a slide for this. All right. Oils to set the mood. We're coming back to our favorite here, orange. Orange is literally like happiness in a bottle. It is your best friend in the wintertime because it's so good with uplifting the spirit. And you're just going to want to like bathe in all the orange, right? You need orange in your life. If you don't have this oil, put this one on your next order. Orange is essential for winter, for the bedroom, for happiness, for life, for literally all things. It brightens the mood, it lifts the spirit, it energizes the mind, and it creates feelings of bliss. Like, who doesn't want to feel blissful? Have you ever like smelled an orange and been like, wow, I'm in a real crappy mood now? Like, no, you smell an orange and you're like, oh my God, it smells so fresh and wonderful. And like, it makes you feel good. That's the oil, right? That's the orange oil. Orange helps us to let go of stress and be in the moment. So if that is something that you struggle with in the bedroom, orange will help you to feel in the moment. Another one that would be really good for that would be present time, which is an oil blend that we have. Orange also helps us to open the sacral chakra, which is responsible for things like pleasure, creativity, and sensuality. Orange is great to apply to that sacral chakra. It is a natural aphrodisiac and it helps to release frigidity. So if you're, like you got that nervous tension and you're like all in your head, diffuse some orange or grab your orange and put some on your inner thighs. And again, anything for emotions, we cup it over our nose and we take a big deep breath in. Now we're going to talk about my favorite oil in the bedroom. I love this oil. It also comes in a massage oil. Guys, get it. It's worth it. Okay. This oil is Sensation oil. So it is a milder, like floral blend than Joy or Ylang Ylang or Geranium. Like those are all really like pungent floral blends. This one's a little bit milder. It is an alluring blend of ylang ylang, bergamot, and jasmine. If you guys have not smelled jasmine yet, holy bananas, you need to get yourself some jasmine. Like it smells incredible. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very pricey oil. So save up your loyalty rewards points and get yourself a bottle of jasmine. You will not regret it. It smells so yummy. All right, but back to Sensation. This flirtatious aroma can be uplifting and arousing, and it is not as overbearing a scent, like I said before, like Joy and Ylang Ylang. You can apply it to your inner thighs and cleavage, because let's not leave out the boobies, okay? Let's put our oils there too. So now that we have covered the ladies, we went over a bunch of oils. There are more, but those are like some big ones that you're going to want to have. You got a long list of things that you can try. Let's not forget about the men. So we had to chat about the ladies first though, right? Because ladies first. So now that we're done, we can chat about the men. So how many of you, I would love to hear in the chat, how many of you have men who are oily? Let me know if your man is oily or like at least tolerant of the oils or willing to try new things. Let me know. Put a 2 in the comments if you have an oily man or like someone willing to at least try the oils. Put a 3 in the comments if you're like, no, my man is like no oils, nada, not gonna do it. Okay, so a 2 or a 3 in the comments. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Every man needs Shutran. I don't know if it's Shutran, whatever. He is not oily or willing. That's okay. You know what you can do? I have never heard of a man who is not oily or willing to at least smell orange in the diffuser. Right? Or if they're like, I don't even want a diffuser going, you know what you do then? You know what you do? You take it and you put some on your hand and you rub it on your pillow. You rub it all over your bed or all over your body, and they aren't going to say anything. You could just say, oh, I was just cutting up an orange. Doesn't it smell good? Orange, I'm telling you, orange like in the bedroom. Okay. Someone else said hubby is willing to try, especially when it comes to in the bedroom, right? Yes. Yeah, you said you can spill some. Yes, exactly. Also, some of the male scents that we're going to talk about are pretty like earthy and like citrusy and stuff. Like most men really enjoy the scents that we're going to talk about, so it shouldn't really be a problem. But if your man isn't like into oil, all the florally ones might be an issue. So maybe you'll want to stick with like, the orange or the male ones. Anyway, okay, let's get to it. All right. So every man needs Shutran. Actually, I have it right here. Oh my God. It smells so freaking good. So we have an entire line of Shutran products for men, and it smells incredible. It smells so good. All right. Have you ever heard of pheromones? Probably you have. Pheromones are behavior altering agents, and they are unlike most other human hormones, or I didn't say human, I just added that word. They are unlike most other hormones because they are ectohormones. And what that means is that they act outside of the body of the individual that is secreting the hormone, and they actually impact the behavior of another individual outside of them. They can induce activities such as sexual arousal. What? What? Like, we have capability, right? I mean, everybody knows this, but sometimes we don't like talk about it. Like, how freaking cool is that? That our body can secrete a smell and it can literally attract another person to be like, I want you. What? Insane. Okay. So somebody can literally be like, oh my God, I love you just because you smell so good. That like expands my mind every time I think about it. So crazy. So we're going to take advantage of that and we're going to introduce Shutran because the chemical constituents that are inside Shutran were specifically formulated and made for a man to wear to attract a woman. That's why we all love it so much. I won't lie, I really don't like Dan wearing it when he's out and about by himself. The other day he put it on, I was like, is that Shutran? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why are you wearing that? It is not date night. You are not staying home with me alone without other women. Why is that on? But anyway, you can have them wear it for date night. Men can wear it daily as a cologne because that way they can ditch the chemicals. Literally, if you are still using like perfumes and colognes, I know because I was there, it's a very hard thing to ditch. But it's literally a chemical cocktail of poison. Like, it's just chemicals and we're spraying it on our body a lot of times, multiple times a day. It's really not good for us. That's why I love that I have oils. I can smell great and not be harming my body and actually be helping my body because essential oils have therapeutic benefits. It's a win-win-win. Okay. So they can use it as cologne or they can wear it on like their forearms or again, the inner thighs. All right. So let's move along. Other helpful oils for men. I don't know if I have, there we go. I do have a slide for it. Other helpful oils for men to help men get in the mood would be goldenrod. They say if you are looking for a golden rod, you need to use goldenrod. That's what they say. So you might want to give it a try. This oil can be used along the inner thighs and then, worked upward in that general, we can be done with that one. It's just awkward to talk about, but you get what I'm saying. Get your goldenrod. All right. Next is Idaho blue spruce. This one smells amazing, really good for male and female. So if you are like, I don't do floral or your man's not really into floral, I would highly suggest, again, the orange or the Idaho blue spruce. It's very like earthy. It smells like a spruce tree. It's so good. It's very manly. Okay. So you just be like, oh my God, like, doesn't it smell so manly in here? And rub it all over their pillow. Attack. All right. This oil can spruce things up and help your man stand at attention. Those words are from Lucy Libido, not me. I'm telling you, grab her book. It is so entertaining. I laughed so hard when I read it. It is so funny. All the little like words that she has for things. And basically it was like her and a bunch of her girlfriends undertook this like assignment where they were like, we are going to get together. We are going to use all these different oils in the bedroom. And then we're all going to report back to each other. And they created a book based off of their findings. So it's really kind of cool. Okay, where was I? All right, this can be used with coconut oil as a lubricant or added to your DIY massage oils. You can diffuse this oil for about 20 minutes before go time. And like I already said this, but I'll repeat it again. If your man isn't into the floral scents, you can stick with the spruce oils, add in some orange, and it's going to be like poof, magical night. Spruce and orange, magical night. All right, other oils to keep in mind would be nutmeg and cypress. Those are good for getting the blood pumping. I'm really bad at winking, but just remember that nutmeg is a hot oil. So heavy dilution, okay? Make sure, again, safety in the beginning, make sure you're reading your labels, make sure you're diluting your oils, and make sure you have a carrier oil on hand at all times. You do not want to ruin date night. I repeat, you do not want to ruin date night. Okay, if you or your partner lack confidence, I would also suggest doing some research on Valor Another oil that I've never met a man that said they didn't love the smell of Valor. Really good one. If your man's not into oils, I strongly suggest trying to get them to like smell Valor or just diffusing it. It's so good and it's really good. They call it like liquid courage. It's really good for that. So if you have, you know, confidence or your partner has confidence issues, I would definitely throw that one in the diffuser. And Hong Kwai is another really good oil for that. So you guys can look more up on that. All right, hopefully this inspired some future bedroom experiments. It can get quite cold in the winter, so why not warm up with your honey this month? Last, before we go, and I'll take some questions too, I just wanted to say that nobody wants to pay full price, right? Friends don't let friends pay full price. So if you are a current Young Living customer, make sure you're checking for the best deals. Make sure you're on our loyalty rewards program so that you're getting all of the perks of that. If you need more information, you can go to www.amandadewald/loyalty-rewards, or you can just Google Young Living Loyalty Rewards. It's a really great program. Also, currently, if you're watching the replay, you probably missed it already, but for those of you currently on, Young Living is still having their Valentine's Day sale. So I don't remember all of the products that are on sale, but there's a handful of products that are on sale up to 15% off. So check those out. That goes through tomorrow is the last day, so February 8th. If you are not already a Young Living member, you're going to want to go to the person who sent you this link or invited you to the webinar, and you're going to want to say to them, hey, I need some oils. Can you help me out? What is the best deal right now? Because sometimes that changes, right? So you want to make sure you're going to the person, asking them, what's the best deal? You want to make sure you grab their referral link because you don't want to just sign up with anyone. You want to make sure that you're connected to our community so that you can get education and training and support and all the things that you need. But that's what you want to do if you need to get your hands on oils. All right. So thank you so much again for attending the webinar tonight. I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share. And if anyone has any questions at all, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.